Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Los Angeles Havoc, aka Tato, the one and only High Priest of the congregation. Welcome back to another installment of Tato Clips, where we've got a little bit of everything. And I just want to say, as of recording this video, we have just crossed over into 300 subscribers. Y'all are amazing. It's just incredible. The growth has been crazy this week, and I just want to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for just being here and supporting the channel and joining me for this ride. I got a lot of things planned. I have several reactions actually that need to be edited, so you'll see those coming out in the coming days. I'm gonna take this weekend to edit them and then put them out. We reacted to the new story trailer for Elden Ring, the Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer, as well as some gameplay footage of Inatria, the last song. So there's some more Destiny articles that came out, so I plan on covering those. But yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you so much for tuning into the channel, checking out what I do here and just supporting it. It really means a lot. Today we're going to be reacting to the part 2 of the new Bungie ViDocs, Becoming Legend, Shaping the Magic. So I've been avoiding all sorts of spoilers, so this can be all fresh. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the newest ViDoc.
This team and Bungie in general is all about collaboration. Testers,
Right.
designers, effects artists, animation, all these sources of input from everywhere coming together, and like that was magic for me.
Okay, Dave, okay.
The final shape, it felt a little like a love letter at times. We really thought about bringing that forward to the weapons. Like Kvostov, it's the first gun you get. There has to be the narrative bookends of the first gun I got in the game. It's here in the Pale Heart. It's like this old friend returned. How do you make this thing really good and really powerful without making it not what it is? And that was really challenging. What we ended up deciding on is it is about your skill. Oh, it's all in the wrist. A little like it's gonna bounce several times down this line of guys. You're just really good at bouncing this bullet. It's fate almost. This thing's dope.
Oh,
Yeah, and we pepper in the number 7 in as many places as we could. So it bounces 7 times. It's got a bunch of 7s in its stat. You get 7 bouncy bullets when you pick up an orb of power. Bungie has a long legacy of loving the number 7. And this felt like the right place for it.
That's neat.
Cade has this iconic hand cannon that in a lot of ways has become a symbol. We took Ace of Spades and we went, where's the rest of the deck of cards? We had this really cool opportunity to theme all the Pale Heart weapons after different suits.
It has this two-tone feel to it.
Nice.
The opposite side of the gun is the inverse of that idea. They look freaking awesome. It also has like these fantasies of characters that have influenced Cade. These guns are part of his past.
We wanted something that you can't do with any of your other weapons, and we came up with no hesitation. It shoots these harmonic bullets that if you're targeting an enemy, it'll hurt them and burn them, but if you're shooting an ally, it'll heal them.
I love this thing.
Oh, I'm so glad. We had to build a lot of the language, and with the new cool little Guardian health bars, you can see that. The healing effect on it is very strong. For a while, we were calling it the Just Don't Die gun. It has its own little energy bar, like the Glaive does, and that energy bar is charged by any damage whatsoever.
If you're on my fire team, I need you to have that.
Like,
because I'm gonna
we know what we did.
A lot.
Since you are returning to the Traveler, we wanted to focus on bringing new supers to the light subclasses.
Yes.
For Song of Flame, we wanted to plus up Radiance from Destiny 1 and have it be combat focused.
If you remember Radiance from D1, it has fire wings.
Hey,
It kind of
yo.
ate that visual space with Dawnblade, where you've got these like awesome flame wings. In a split second, if a player sees a character solar with wings, they're going to see that it's Dawnblade. We had to come up with something different.
Zach, our VFX artist, came up with the idea of this halo around you, like a medieval painting.
Okay, that's clever. I like that.
Twilight Arsenal is a one-off super that also creates these axes. Coming up with visuals for that axe, it was an interesting challenge. How do we want to root this in Destiny? We took a lot of inspiration from Titan's shield. What would it feel like if the axe was the shield broken up? And when you look at it side by side, you can definitely see that connection between the two.
Oh, that's gangster.
Storm's Edge. We wanted to call back to Arcblade in Destiny 1. Throwing the dagger and zipping over there, blowing up stuff. How long do you have in the super? Initially, you had a long time. Yeah,
24 seconds. We did not
Naruto
earn any
fans
friends
want
in
to go
those
crazy.
places.
no, people were
for
pretty
that
mad.
video.
But we toned it down, and now you only have 12 seconds, and it's a lot more reasonable.
About to have all types of
We found a
Monatos
problem
in the chat.
where when you grapple and then you cast Blink Dagger out of it, I fall to the floor, right? Whereas if I'm in midair and I Blink Dagger, I should be held in midair, right? And it sucks. So I want to fix it.
It's the things like
Interesting.
the camera shake, the way the rumble spikes and then falls back off. We need all of our abilities to feel awesome.
We want to make it so that the controller melts away. You stop thinking about, what do I have to do? And instead you just inhabit your character and you don't have to think about it. The game just plays.
The great thing about Prismatic was every playtest we did, the feedback got better and better. We have gone back and forth on what starter builds that players will get in Mission 1.
Okay, we're going to start the Titans with Stringer's Lash, their strand aspect, and Knockout. One of the notes we got is players just weren't understanding how those two things comboed in a loop. Well, we're going to drop Stringer's Lash, and instead we're going to put in Diamond Lance. Now, any ability kill is making your Diamond Lance. Your knockout punch, hey, that makes a Diamond Lance. You throw your Diamond Lance at the floor, everything's frozen, now you can punch stuff again and get amplified with knockout. Once we made that
that's
switch,
crazy.
all of a sudden it clicked in players' heads. This loop becomes a lot more clear, and players were much more satisfied with their starter loadouts.
At the end of the day, like, the chaos is the point.
Yeah.
The chaos
If you
is the
aren't
point. I like
surprised
that.
and delighted in a way that you didn't expect, like,
Yeah.
This strike is probably one of the coolest strikes that we've ever released.
I started my Destiny journey playing strikes. I really wanted to push the expectations of what a strike could potentially be. This strike, it's sort of a memory out of the Witness's history of its race and what its buildings may have looked like in the past.
Oh.
A lot of the inspiration comes from 30s pulp novels, adventure flicks, uncovering ancient, hidden cities that have not seen a living soul in
That's
eons.
wild.
And then subsequently destroying those cities moments later.
Imagine you're in a narrow hallway. You need to escape it. Lava is descending. Obstacle is coming out of the walls. You made this slide towards the closing door and you're dead.
What?
The door just closed right in front of your face, so
That happens a lot.
I have 7 Gilded Conqueror titles. I want this strike to be the hardest strike we ever made. I want people
Aw,
to scream and cry over this strike.
No.
And just say, how do I complete this strike on Grandmaster difficulty? And I'll be like, yes.
Oh, so she's a
That's kind of one of
gremlin.
the fun
That's
parts
what
about
that is.
making a strike. There's so much freedom and creativity to do wild things, and then testing that. It's just a lot of fun, that back and forth.
Oh, that looked like an
We have a
arm
very
out.
tight relationship with Test as designers, and I couldn't do anything I do gameplay-wise without Test there at my side. But as soon as I can get fresh eyes on it, I think that's where it really comes in.
We ran a lot of play tests, and every time I would invite people, I'm like, this is final play test, but it's never final. We just can't stop.
It's never final.
It's really not just one department creating something special. When you see all those things combined in the iteration and the back and forth, and when you get to this end result where it just feels like it couldn't be any other way, we hit on something amazing here.
Okay. That was cool. That was cool. I feel like that one was more so them just kind of explaining a lot of the information that we've already gotten, but more so them kind of, you know, showing while telling. I think it's good that they showed that feedback has been coming in even since they announced Prismatic, and that's informed this kind of late stage development of it, and any sort of tuning that they're doing ahead of launch, which is always good. It's always nice to know, like, to get it from the people working on it day after day and everything, to hear how the feedback is being received and implemented and everything. And I mean, you see it yourselves, like they're playing the game as they're working on the game. So I know sometimes it can feel like, you know, maybe the cop-out answer when, you know, there's things that people aren't happy with is, you know, oh, they keep saying they're listening, but they're not doing it. Like, this is what they do. But, you know, sometimes you just kind of have to trust the process, and you have to also be intentional with your feedback. And, you know, you can't just say, like, this is broken, fix it. You know, you have to talk about how, you know, what is the issue? How does it make you feel? What is a different way it could feel that would make things play better for you? I think I know one of the devs recently like did like a thread like a couple of months ago where they talked about, like, you know, best practices when players are leaving feedback, and that was one of the things, you know, avoiding saying like what something is and lean more to how does it make you feel, like how does it impact your gameplay experience, whether it's positive or negative. And I think in this regard, in terms of leaving feedback for this stuff, you know, it's always going to be received and probably addressed better if, instead of screaming into the void and, you know, just being very loud and angry and just aimless in how you direct your discontent, commenting in a manner that is constructive, and that gives them something to work towards, is always going to be the best practice. And I applaud a lot of you, because there's been a lot of different conversations that we've had here on the channel in the last couple of videos recently, and I really appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts with me. And it's been nice kind of seeing where everybody's heads are at, especially when it comes to things like Prismatic, the new class items, new exotic weapons. Some of you have even shared like build recommendations or things that you're currently playing, and I love all of it. It's nice to just kind of get different perspectives and everything. Keep it up. You know, I love hearing all of it. I'm not afraid to talk shop about the game either. Like, I'm never going to, you know, shut you down if there's something that you're not feeling and everything. You know, if we can have a constructive talk, you know, you tell me how you feel, I'll tell you how I feel about things. You know what I'm saying? I understand that like some things aren't always going to hit the mark for every player. But, you know, of course we all enjoy the game, so we should be able to converse about it in an amicable way. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. And again, thank you again so much for 300 subscribers. That's crazy, because I was at 222 Monday. So y'all have been going crazy. But this is where I leave you for now. If you enjoyed the video, please do be sure to give it a thumbs up. It's a little bit, but it does go a long way in terms of helping the channel grow. And if you want to see more content like this, if you want to stick with me on this journey through Final Shape, or if you enjoy some of the other things I play, turn on, you know, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That's the best way to keep up to date with what I got going on here on the channel. But my name is Los Angel of Havoc. Thank you for watching Late Tato Clips. We will see you next time, friends. Same late time, same late channel.